bit of unfortunate news that did happen over this last week. As we come to find out, somebody near and dear to all of the anime hearts around the world, the creator of probably the most famous anime in anime history, if not at least one of them, Dragon Ball creator Akira Toriyama, we find out did pass away on March 1st, and that news ended up coming out this past Thursday. I will be gracious to read the letter that came from the official Capsule Corporation in Tokyo. Dear friends and partners, we are deeply saddened to inform you that manga creator Akira Toriyama passed away on March the 1st due to acute subdural hematoma. He was the age of 68. It is our deep regret that he still had several works in the middle of creation with great enthusiasm. Also, he would have many more things to achieve. However, he has left many manga titles and works of art to this world. Thanks to the support of so many people around the world, he has been able to continue his creative activities for 45 years. We hope that Akira Toriyama's unique world of creation continues to be loved by everyone for a long time to come. We inform you of this sad news with gratefulness and for your kindness during his lifetime. And it goes on to speak about the funeral arrangements and different future plans.
Basically, don't show up to his funeral. No, you can't know when it is.
Like it's already.
Well, they already had the funeral. They were saying, but you don't need to visit and do all the condolences gifts and stuff like that. Just give the family time. There will be a later gathering for other people, but we don't know the info on that yet. So,
but yeah, it is
next on Dragon Ball
world. It's one of the grandpas of the anime world. You know, naturally bringing up some of the most known, famous anime characters and arcs and everything. You know, bringing up questions of where it will continue. We do know that he did have an apprentice and a successor that was also been responsible in helping create some of the author and manga works of Dragon Ball, as well as things like Heroes and Super and things of that nature. So it's Dragon Ball's up in the air right now. It's a tender subject, a tender time. We will start from the bottom. Sun-Kissed waifu, yourself. Can we get some words and the impact that maybe Dragon Ball has had as a whole on you?
So my heart does go out to the community. But as quite a few of you know, I hate to say it.
Here we go.
I never watched it ever. But I do respect his
So that one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it.
Stop it. Get some help.
Well, you done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
Do you have more? Do you have more, Monray? Can we upload more of these?
What did you say, nigga?
You gotta be ashamed of yourself, nigga. Real talk. You gotta be ashamed of yourself. How old is you is?
Empty the fucking clip.
Empty the whole. First empty the clip moment.
This is the first empty the clip in this. Clap that up, man. Clap that up.
Do you have any more?
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
That last one was how I looked at her when she said it on the show. When she told us live on Waifu Views, and Char and I was like, huh. I almost ended the show.
Mainstream now.
Mainstream, like we're done. I ain't got nothing else. Exactly. How did we get here?
That's sis. This is sis.
But you know what? But in light of this, I feel like you should put everything that you have on your watch list to the side and put that at the top of your watch list now.
Yeah.
That's what you should do. In light of all of this, you should move everything back on your watch list and start at Dragon Ball and work your way up.
The worst part is you're at a disadvantage because when all this stuff came out, you could just put up with the art. Now that you've seen so much great animation nowadays, you about to suffer through it a little bit. I'm sorry for you.
You about to suffer through it. It's crazy.
Dragon Ball is a good story. If you like a good story,
And at the time,
really
the art for
bother me
Dragon Ball is
again.
still solid, bro.
Oh,
Dragon
it's
Ball
solid.
art is still
I rewatch it
solid.
all the time. It's not that bad, honestly. I'm gonna tell you, it's in my opinion, it's better than One Piece's art in the beginning. But that's just me.
I wouldn't
I'm
go that
sorry,
far.
Tommy.
I wouldn't go that far.
Your
But
defensive
was
art.
like,
the man did just die. So listen, even Oda took a break because Toriyama died. You got to respect that.
Man, he is the most taking a break ass nigga for any reason. He's like Black Tony on the Ricky Smiley show.
You are actually completely wrong. He is you look at any other manga, any other mangaka, he literally does not fucking take breaks close to near as anyone else. He's literally.
Yeah, they're only like 2 weeks. They're only like.
It's that, and there's always a reason. The last time he took an extended break was to get married, and then after that, it was to go make sure they didn't fuck up the One Piece live action.
You can continue with your defense of why we should keep you on the show, Son Kid's wife. I'm sorry. Okay, well, you know, we appreciate you.
Nah, for real though. Like, I do respect his influence across the board for the entire community. I can respect that much. I can acknowledge that he had a huge impact. It's just unfortunate that I know of Dragon Ball. I'm not into Dragon Ball, so
that's crazy.
To each their own.
Respect to the man.
That's your One Piece sister. That's your One Piece sister right there.
Cut off. Listen, this is me speaking outside of the One Piece fandom. That's always there, but this is just my anime brain as a whole is just like, come on now, these are the basics.
Cut them off. Cut them off. Cut them off. One less sister now. Cut them off. Cut them off. One less sister. Who else is left now? Who else will survive now? One less. We now have
very sexist show today. Let's go. We got one.
She's gonna pull up on you.
You either speak in peace or now you will be in peace. Go, Afro Comic. You would have to.
Listen,
that's how you. And you wonder why you my nemesis, not. Ooh,
he whisked you away with the Dragon Balls. That's crazy.
I was about to say he pulled out the Dragon Balls just to get you out of here.
That's nasty work, man. You meant that shit if you had to get Shinron involved.
You actually though, you got it's a rare honor to be kicked midstream. That's usually only reserved for Drunk Joe. So
Joe is the whole of it.
I was gonna say usually.
And it's usually Dragon Ball Z related because you just start bringing
It is. I was gonna say he usually goes on a tangent about Dragon Ball Z while we're talking about something completely different.
He just start bringing out toys and shit. Like, what the
He's like, look at this, 1996, fresh off the blister pack, nigga. Look at the articulation.
The Afro Comic, you are up now.
No, we lost a great forefather of the anime community from everything. Whether it's Aurelie or it's Dragon Ball or it's fucking what's the goddamn? They made all the video games. Dragon Quest. Whether it's Dragon Quest, Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross 2. I'm not a big fan of those games. Time travel's weird in video games. Beside the point. But he was. You got to realize that this was literally the man that a lot of your favorite mangaka. This is the guy that they were looking up to. This was the guy. And this came from Oda's own mouth. He said, I probably wouldn't have started writing manga if I hadn't seen Aurelie and Dr. Slump. He said he probably wouldn't. We might not even got One Piece. So I mean, you gotta respect it. I know that hopefully they give him like some crazy parade in Japan. They do it up real big. He's impacted the national economy enough to where fucking you gotta give him something. You know what I mean? As much money as he's made the Japanese government as a whole. Come on. But no, it's a big blow. Luckily, I feel like he's one of those mangaka that definitely had. We know he had an apprentice, so to speak. We know that he's probably at least somewhat storyboarded out an ending for Dragon Ball after all these years. Fucking even Oda says he's got the One Piece ending put up in case he does pass beforehand. Niggas can still get it out the way. But yeah. I mean, he deserves as much glory as they want to give him. We lost an amazing talent that was the foundation to a lot of people's childhoods. Sad to see.
Now we do have the great Ebony Kakarot, Moonbeam herself. Now you have to make sure to defend waifu views on this
I was
show.
gonna say that's your co-host.
And for you and your fallen sister, who has been kicked. You have to defend now for all of it.
It's the cat.
We
Like,
even double.
do
We
whatever
wish.
she want.
I got kicked before we went live, by the way. So there's that.
We don't
In
count if it was
regards
before
to Sunkit's waifu, if we lived in the same state, because remember, different coasts completely. If we lived in the same state, I would have came over and we would have had a whole smoking binge fest, you know. And we'll be together at DreamCon. So if she doesn't get to it before then, it's a thing. But I constantly say it now as kind of like a slick jab on the show to deliberately annoy her enough to just finally go and watch it so she can shut me up. So, and I'm just going to continue to do that. I do believe that she's missing out on true greatness. And, you know, if you've seen me on other shows, I am not easy on shonen anime at all. Any shonen anime. And though I have voiced my opinion unbiasedly about Dragon Ball in the past, just like everything else, I can honestly say that Dragon Ball will always have a special place in my heart from the beginning to now till the future. Vegeta is still and has yet in 33 years been topped as my favorite character of all time. There are when I think about this, you know, I found out late Thursday night and then it didn't really hit me. And the next morning, I probably sat in the bed for like an extra hour crying. And then I had to write something up because I wanted to do a video about him. And then I cried again at work. And then I cried again a little bit later. And I was explaining to my mother, because I told her what had happened, and I was explaining to her why I was so emotional. And for me and a lot of people out there, anime and manga, like our fandoms mean so much to us. And not just on oh, we can't let go of our childhood or anything like that. It's that these things helped us get through some really crazy times in our lives. Whether it is gaming, whether it's like manga, anime, these are things that we sought comfort in. And for me, I accredit not only Dragon Ball, because Dragon Ball wasn't the first anime I watched. It was Sailor Moon, I believe. But Dragon Ball really stuck with me to the point where when I was in college, I was depressed. I was drinking crazy. I really just wanted to leave school, and I did end up leaving. But during this time where I wasn't doing anything but basically destroying my whole life while in college, one night I was up, I was restless, I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do with my life or anything. And then for whatever reason, the Majin Buu saga popped in my head. And so I went and Googled it. This was before I even knew about Crunchyroll. I went and Googled it, found the videos, rewatched the whole saga, and was like, why did I start here? Why didn't I just start at the beginning? So then I rewatched it later on after my car accident, where I technically died twice and had to relearn how to walk and all these different things, broke my back and all that fun jazz. I was in an extremely dark place. I had lost everything at that time. And I went back to Dragon Ball, like episode 1. Whenever I need something to just make me feel good, I go back to Dragon Ball because like I said in my video on TikTok, he has saved people's lives. And I can honestly say he has done that for me. Like, no bullshit. He saved my life at least twice and keeps me sane in a lot of ways. And so when I think about the fact that he's no longer with us and then for it to happen so suddenly and stuff, you know, at a certain point you expect people to go on because of their age and stuff. He was only 68. His birthday is next month. And this year is like the 25th anniversary of Dragon Ball. It just, with all of these things and losing him, I think even people that are cracking jokes, which really pissed me off, don't understand that they wouldn't even have anything to joke about if it wasn't for this man, because there's a reason why we say Dragon Ball is the grandfather of shonen. It was the template for what we now have today. And I respect him. I will miss him immensely. If y'all only knew how tight this freaking geesh is, but I had to put it on because I was like, it's just only right. Like, I'm gonna miss him, and but I'm still hopeful for the future. Hopefully, Dragon Ball can continue to live on as long as it needs to, or can, because I'm kind of mad I don't have kids to watch Dragon Ball Z with and stuff. Like, it's sad, and I'll just stop there before I start crying.
Oh, bless your heart.
I love it. I love it.
Very well said.
That has touched us, and now we can accept Sunkiss's waifu to stay on the show for the rest
Yeah, we can let her stay now. Ebony loves it enough for the both of us. It's okay.
All the waifu views. Y'all make sure to go watch this show.
I'll take it. It is what it is. I'll take it.
He has represented. Wonderful. Unico Williams, I'm sorry you have to follow that up. Have at it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a tough follow.
Have at that.
I'm glad I went before that.
Sorry.
I think we all know. If you watched earlier in the show, literally 5 minutes ago, we do know that I have been kicked from this program due to talking about this very topic here. But man, meeting Goku for the first time and getting all the way here to where we're at, and like, even when they were fighting against Jiren, everybody was saying those little flashbacks about him, and then of course Frieza was like, dance for us, monkey, but other than that, like, Goku is such an influential person, and the thing is, everybody's just like, he just likes to fight, but it can be deeper than that if you want. Like, just let's think about how he just treats people, and like, in general, and he's all about giving people, a second chance, giving villains a second chance, and Goku's like, who am I to judge, kind of thing. That's why he doesn't try and literally kill people. But somebody had to write this character, and that's why there's much love for Akira Toriyama sama, because of that part right there, is the fact that he had to write this character, and I believe that's him to be that person. Or if he has not that person, he at least knows somebody that is a very good person to where they could sit on the nimbus, because you have to have a clear heart. You have to have what they say, a pure heart. You have to be pure of heart. It sucks. It really does suck. And but again, it's okay, because Akira's dream, or his vision, and what he saw for Goku is going to always live on through me. I'm never going to give up. I'm going to always continue to get stronger, and I'm going to always try and treat people with respect, as best I can. So that's where I'm at. And also, there's two reasons why I'm wearing this shirt today. If I can get the screen, please.
Yeah, bro.
I have it. Here it is, y'all.
I have that same shirt. Goodbye.
Absolutely. The number one reason that I have this shirt is because this is like a ceasefire between the Bloods and the Crips. Like, because for one or a couple of days, the fight stopped. Anybody that said anything about Dragon Ball Z or anything that was negative about Akira Toriyama over the last couple of days, they got packed out on Twitter. The internet packed them on out real quick. Like, they talking. I mean, I think they was taking as far as getting accounts banned and stuff, like, off of Twitter. Like, they was handling people, and like, so that's the One Piece fans and the Naruto fans, everybody, all the big threes of different eras, they came together for just a couple of days. Like, we're not arguing. We good. Like, we want to show our respect because we might have argued about what's our favorite anime or manga, but for this one day, let's give it up to Dragon Ball Z. This is or Dragon Ball. This is a legendary series. The creator of it is no more. And we just got to show respect because for years and years he has given the internet plenty of gasoline to build a fire between all of these different fan bases, and the arguments are ridiculous. I'm a part of the Dragon Ball Z fandom, and of course, I even see people from my own fandom say ridiculous stuff. So it goes hand in hand. That's a part of every fandom, but. He did pave the way, like you guys said. He will be missed. I don't think I've ever heard him speak ever in life, but I feel an attachment through Goku to him. You know what I mean? And the way I try and live my life and treat people, and that's how influential he was. Just from drawing a kid who knew nothing about life and was doing the pat just to just to see if girls have the same thing as Grandpa Go. It's lore. But anyway, yeah, man, rest up, and I'm hoping that just rest up.
You're up there, man.
Listen,
try not to talk about the pat.
Let's just be honest. He made anime cool.
Facts.
Let's just be honest. At first, when we were little, it wasn't really cool, especially if you come from a black neighborhood. It wasn't really cool to be an anime fan. It was like, what you doing? You go outside, play basketball. Here basketball, you go out there and play it.
Go play tag.
Here football. I'm from the South. It ain't no tag. You get a football in your hand. You get a baseball. You get a football. You ain't got no tag. You go out there. You play ball. We gonna live our dreams through you.
Okay, that's facts. Okay,
we gonna live our dreams through you. Here you a basketball. Go out there and hoop. Don't come in till the night. Can't you go in ATI? Drink water out the little holes. I don't know if y'all remember that. But Dragon Ball Z made it cool. You wake up. You wake up Saturday morning, you watch cartoon when you're little, they'll forgive it till you're about 6. When you're in school, when you get out of kindergarten, they kind of get mad at you. Hey, boy, get out there, like I said. But then you go at night, you get in, 8 o'clock, Toonami come on. You watch Dragon Ball Z. A little scared to come out. A little scared to be like, hey, you watch Dragon Ball Z? And then you realize everybody was watching Dragon Ball Z. Except for like the kid who daddy was really hard on him. He wasn't watching Dragon Ball Z. Praise to him. I saw one on Twitter said he got shot. That's what he was doing at 15. He's like, I got shot at 15. I don't know what y'all were doing. I'm like, enjoying my life, sir. That's what I was doing. I saw that tweet. I was watching Dragon Ball. I'm glad I lived my life instead of yours. I don't know like getting shot in the chest twice. Got to do it being 15, but okay.
If you had a Kamehameha, that wouldn't have happened.
Know what I'm saying? You should have powered up. He would have ran off. but
Babyface Bandit was this dark.
Sure. It did kind of look like Crime Alley in Batman when his parents got shot. So I mean, it was getting dark there for a second.
Oh, what I'm just saying. I saw the dude on Twitter tell us this. That's what he told us.
I saw the same tweet. He was upset about it.
I was just addressing the tweet. Then why y'all so upset? Listen, we was enjoying our childhood. We was powering up. I sat there and powered up for 20 minutes till my head hurt. Then I had to go to sleep because my head hurt. Because you powered up, it was cool. Then all of a sudden you realize all your friends watch anime. Then you started watching other anime because it's okay to watch anime where it wasn't a few years before. Okay, now I can watch Death Note. Okay, now I can watch Inuyasha. Now I can watch Yu Yu Hakusho and be open about it. Now you can because before that you couldn't, especially like I said, if you was in our area, you couldn't.
It was just that last one for me.
Yeah, you can watch them. So you can watch those shows now because Dragon Ball Z made it cool. It was that popular. It is literally tonight. It is literally a Macy's Day Parade. Goku made a Macy's Day Parade. Think about that.
Yeah, that's a big business.
Yeah, I mean, you've made it. Once they put you on a float and take you on down through Times Square, you sort of made it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Goku,
he's Pikachu status.
and Luffy status. Don't forget, Luffy had a.
No, but Luffy. Hey, hold on. Where let me turn my camera back on. Dragon Goku has been in it for a couple of years now. Luffy just.
I'm just saying. I wasn't saying length of time.
On his no, but say it right. He's not on Luffy's status. Luffy is on his status.
Listen, I'm not going to compromise my beliefs just because a man died.
Well, There's no violation for that? That was crazy.
No, because they know I'm telling the truth.
He ran out. Yo, son, Kid Waifu got the whole clip. He ain't got no more clips. The clip's gone. The clip's gone. He can't shoot. He ain't got nothing to shoot no more. He
emptied it on her beforehand. You got to risk repeating now.
But yeah, he's in a Macy's Day Parade. A Japanese cartoon made a Macy's Day Parade and celebrated America. That's crazy.
Can we take something into account, though?
What's that?
That man was able to have passed peacefully or whatever, and it was under wraps for a whole week before any of us knew.
That's right.
Yeah, that's how Japan rolls, though. It's not the big gossip culture that we have here in the U.S.
You gotta love that.
Yes, there's that much respect that went through this entire week because he passed on March the 1st.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We didn't know until the 8th. Oh no, 7th. So
7th.
We ain't going no.
And to be fair, we probably wouldn't have known anything had that letter not come out. Because even when it was going,
I was about to say if they didn't post the letter, we still might not have known because it's not like Akira Toriyama was doing egregious amount of interviews, or he's not like Kubo or something where he's got like a newsletter he's posting on every week. So how would you know?
But to be fair, to round it out, you have to understand for anybody that is curious that may not necessarily know a lot about the Dragon Ball media or anything. I want you to simply understand this man represents a lot to so many people because this anime, this franchise being so famous, touched all over, as Zell made reference to, whether it be the appearance in the Macy's Day Parade, whether it be its influence and appearance in other anime, other manga, even live action things too.
Every anime and manga got the Goku death scene. Every one of them.
True.
I mean, to
One Piece.
You think there's so many like just regular cartoons and TV shows, and now even music that reference Goku, that reference going Super Saiyan, like all of these different things that are now that, maybe not until we got older and it became more mainstream, we didn't even notice. Like this man.
I mean, you can look all the way back to the 90s and early 2000s. Think Codename Kid Next Door had a whole Dragon Ball Z episode.
That's right.
Multiple things have Dragon Ball Z episodes.
I didn't even put two and two together.
A lot of them have Dragon Ball Z. You're right.
But even if you go to those, to people's childhood memories, whether they trying to make Kamehameha waves in their room, going Super Saiyan in memes and stuff that went viral on all kinds of media, which was still being done in the late 2000s, mid 2010s when old boy was going Super Saiyan. It was hilarious. Even multiple of those, the people remembering things like the narrator, the deep voice narrator at the end of every episode that made previews cool to people jumping off of their school buses. It's so many good memories that are wrapped around this anime that was a lot of people's gateway into anime, a lot of people's gateway into those things, because a lot of people have, this anime to congratulate for bringing them into that kind of world. So this symbolizes a lot of happiness to a lot of people. So for that one man, that creator, to have passed just brings a lot of emotion to people. So even if you're not aware about it, you just have to just honor what this man brought to so many people around the world, that the legacy that is going to continue will be around for decades. Because this just lets you know Dragon Ball Z, particularly the manga, ended in the early 90s and it's been around for 30 years strong with no new episodes or nothing prior to Super, which is in the 20s.
You got to remember, we got the remake back in the day. We got Kai, so they did, and they took out. Well, Kai was better. They took out a lot of the screaming that was just screaming in Kai, and I'm always going to be appreciative for that.
Listen, I'm always make fun of the 3 episodes of yelling that I watched.
3 episodes,
exactly.
Like the voice actor
in Kai, it was only one
out doing his scream. The voice actor once passed out. Actually, he said he's passed out multiple times, but one in particular when he went Super Saiyan, like that's
that was a long.
That's dedication.
Even
has anyone checked on him? Like the voice actors? Has anyone heard anything from voice actors about?
I try to stay away from news of voice actors of Dragon Ball Z people now.
I'm trying to. I
saw the voice actor from Goku come out and say that she had a wonderful talk with Toriyama about him passing back in the day, and she said she'd make sure and take care of Goku. Very heartwarming stuff.
Oh wow!
Right. Well,
that's beautiful.
A very impactful thing, very serious, and just it brings a lot of emotion to people around the world just for this one character, this one man.
Yeah, Joe lost power because he powered up too high.
Oh, so shout out to him. He had a bit of an incident go on, but the Japanese
powered up too high, bro. He went Super Saiyan.